All right, so I had to continue page 1, ran out of time, so I started a video. Okay, so remember that when you start a sequence, you start with term number 1, term 2, and 3, not the 0th term. So then basically what I want to do is I'm going to plug in the 1 to find the first term. So I'll plug in 1 to the end. So 3 times 1, then minus 2. 3 times 1 is 3, minus 2 is 1. Now, that's all I need is the first term, because I know that the common difference between each number is going to be 3. So all I have to do is just add 3 each time. So plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. So there's the 4 terms. Now, what's the 50th term of the sequence? Well, I'm going to do this, find the 50th term the same way I found the first term. Okay? Because remember, that's not the first term. That's the 0th term. Okay? So you could just actually do another way to do it is say, okay, well, that's a 0 term, add 3 to that, and then there's your first term. Okay? So now to find the 50th, I'm going to do it the same way I found the first. I'm going to plug in the 50 to the end. So 3 times 150, that's 150. Then minus 2 is 148. Okay? Now write a recursive equation for the sequence. Well, now remember, recursive means that you need to know the number before. Okay, so when we write this, we actually write n plus 1 here. What that means is we're looking for the term after the one that you have right now. So I'm going to start with a term right now. So all these recursive equations are going to do t of n plus 1 equals t of n. Now in the case of an arithmetic sequence here where we're adding, well, if I have any term, because this represents any term, to get the next one, I simply add 3, or add the common difference, okay, that I had before. So it's just t of n plus 3. And don't forget the t of n plus 1. That's the important part. Okay, so now is t, and it says there are 2 different rules. There's another way, but this is the way I want you guys to write it. Okay, so now is the sequence discrete or continuous? Okay, this is sorry, we're talking about this, don't get this confused when you're taking the test. This question is asking about number 3, this equation, not this situation. This was a continuous situation, but we're talking about this equation. Now remember, it's a sequence of terms. So there's no number between 1 and 4. There's 2 and 3 is not part of the sequence. Okay, this is all positive integers. So this is actually discrete. And you could simply say because all inputs or x, talking about the 1, 2, and 3, and 4, have to be positive integers. Or you could say that there are no values in between terms. It'll be continuous if we include everything, but in this case we don't. Okay? That's page 1.